Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Whether for diving into the absolute chaos happening in Port Charles. Today we are breaking down Drew Cain's shocking awakening and the massive trap he is setting for Nina and Willow. Make sure to hit subscribe and let's get right into this wild update. I am losing my mind. Seriously. I just finished watching the latest episode of General Hospital and my hands are literally shaking as I type this out. I can't even process the sheer level of insanity that just went down in Willow Tate's living room. I mean, we all knew that the truth was going to come out eventually, because this is Port Charles and nobody keeps a secret forever. But this is a masterpiece of soap opera chaos. I have been watching this show religiously since 2015, and I have seen some truly wild storylines. Remember when they tried to do the whole mind mapping thing with Drew and Jason? That was a mess and didn't work then either. But this current storyline with Drew being kept as a paralyzed prisoner by Nina and Willow, it is officially the most frustrating, agonizing, and now brilliantly explosive thing they have ever done. I know some people are loving this slow burn, but personally I have been screaming at my television for weeks, and finally we are getting the payoff we deserve. Because let's be real for a second. Nina Reeves is a walking disaster zone. Am I the only one who thinks she should never ever be allowed near medical supplies? I can't believe they actually did that. I can't believe she was stupid enough to grab that syringe. Okay. Wait. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me back up and break this down because my brain is still spinning. So Valentin Cassadine, who is currently playing this dangerous game of chess with Carly to find Jocelyn Jax, who by the way is still being held hostage by Cassius over on Spoon Island, which is a whole other nightmare. Valentin asked Nina to lure Jack Brennan to Willow's house. Why? Because Jack is the only one who might know where Jocelyn is. But Jack is a WSB field office boss now. You don't just invite a federal agent over for tea and shake him down. So Valentin slips in through the back door and all hell breaks loose. And Nina, in all her infinite wisdom, decides to hide the syringe full of Drew's paralytic medicine under a toy truck on the bookcase. A toy truck. Like, what is she thinking? She is the worst criminal in the history of Port Charles. So Jack walks in, Valentin ambushes him, and these two grown men are tussling over a gun right there in the living room. Nina panics. She grabs the syringe, lunges at Valentin to stop the fight, and in that exact split second, the men switch positions. Bam. She jabs Jack Brennan with the dose meant for Drew Cain. I literally paused my TV and screamed. She sedated a federal agent. A WSB boss is now lying paralyzed on Willow's rug. And Valentin is standing there doing the math because he knows Ross Coulomb is going to come looking for Jack in about 4 hours. It is an absolute disaster of epic proportions. But here is the absolute best part of this entire fiasco. The part that has me typing furiously at 2:00 a.m. Drew Cain is in the back bedroom. And because Nina was so busy playing amateur assassin with Jack Brennan, she completely missed Drew's weekly dose. That is everything. For months, we have had to watch Drew just lie there trapped in his own body, blinking and breathing while these absolute monsters dictate his life. It has been torturous to watch, but now the medicine is wearing off. I saw that finger wiggle. I saw his eyes darting around. The sheer relief I felt when I realized he was finally waking up was indescribable. He is no longer just a helpless patient at the mercy of Nina and Willow. The beast is waking up and he is hungry for blood. And he heard everything. Drew is lying there down the hall, and he is listening to every single second of the chaos unfolding in the living room. He heard Nina open the door. He heard Jack walk in. He heard Valentine slip in the back. He heard the scuffle, the gun, Nina yelling, and the heavy thud of Jack's body hitting the floor. He knows exactly what happened. Drew is a journalist. His entire career, his entire instinctual drive is built on observing, gathering facts, and exposing the truth. He knows exactly what he heard and exactly when he heard it. And he is not just lying there in shock, he is calculating. He is putting the pieces together. He realizes that they just chemically detained a WSB agent with the very drugs they have been using to keep him a prisoner. The irony is just too delicious. So, what does Drew do? He doesn't just jump out of the wheelchair. No, he is way too smart for that. He is secretly gathering evidence. He manages to use his returning motor skills to hit record on a device, maybe his phone, that they carelessly left nearby or smart device in the room. and he captures the audio of their entire argument about how to hide a federal agent. He is recording them. I am so here for this. This is the Drew Kane we have been waiting for. Not the passive victim, but the tactical, intelligent operative who knows how to build a watertight case against his enemies. He's going to have them dead to rights. And this is where the storyline elevates from great to absolute perfection. Drew decides to pretend he is still paralyzed. He is playing possum. I mean, think about the sheer willpower that takes. To feel your muscles waking up. To feel the rage burning inside you, knowing the people who stole months of your life are standing just a few feet away and choosing to remain perfectly still. He is waiting for the absolute perfect moment to strike. He's going to let them think they are still in control. He's going to let Valentin and Nina sweat over what to do with Jack Brennan. Are they going to tie Jack up in a Cassadine basement? Are they going to drag him into the back bedroom and lay him right next to Drew? Oh my God. If they put Jack in the same room, Drew is going to have a front row seat to their entire cover-up. But we have to talk about Willow. I cannot stand Willow right now. I am sorry, but I am officially done with her. She's been running this cover-up for weeks, telling herself that Drew is too sedated to understand what is going on around him. She has justified keeping him hidden, acting like she is somehow the victim in all of this. And where is she while this is happening? Where is the woman who is supposed to be so deeply conflicted and moral? She's at the Metro Court pool, having a sexy nighttime swimsuit meeting with Harrison Chase. Are you kidding me? I mean, let's unpack that for a second. Michael Corinthos, who is playing his own twisted games, set up this pool meeting to push Willow and Chase into an affair so he can get leverage in their custody arrangement. Michael is manipulating the whole thing, but Willow still showed up. She is standing there in her swimsuit, looking at a shirtless Chase who just emerged from the pool, telling her he was hoping she would be there. She is literally contemplating cheating on Michael with Chase after already cheating on Chase with Michael and cheating on Michael with Drew. It is a carousel of betrayal, and she is the one riding the horses. And all the while, the man she helped drug and imprison is waking up in her own house. The sheer audacity of this woman is staggering, and Drew knows it. Drew knows what Willow has done to him. He loved her, or at least he thought he did, and she betrayed him in the most profound, violating way possible. She stripped him of his autonomy. She kept him sedated, and now Drew's revenge isn't just about exposing Nina's crimes or Valentin's kidnapping plot. It is deeply, intensely personal when it comes to Willow. He wants to punish her. He wants to watch her entire world crumble. He is going to let her come back from her little pool rendezvous, let her walk into that bedroom, look down at him with that fake pitying expression she always wears, and he's going to stare right back at her knowing he holds the power to destroy her life. I can just picture the scene when the reveal finally happens. It is going to be cinematic. Will he wait until the police are there? Will he wait until Ross Cullum kicks down the door looking for Jack? Brendan Cullum is not a patient man. He is already dealing with the fallout of being shot by Rocco Falconry, which, by the way, Dante just confronted Lulu about. And that whole Jason cover-up is blowing up in their faces, too. Port Charles is literally a powder keg right now. Everyone's secrets are unraveling at the exact same time, but Drew's secret is the match that is going to light the whole thing on fire. And let's talk about Valentin for a minute. Valentin thinks he's the smartest guy in the room. He always does. He has spent his life cleaning up messes just like this. He is standing there looking at Jack Brennan, looking at the syringe with 3 sets of prints on it. And he thinks he can manage this. He thinks he can keep Jack alive just long enough to extract Joss's location. He's so focused on his alliance with Carly and his desperation to save Joss that he has completely underestimated the variable in the back bedroom. Valentin has no idea that the real threat isn't Ross Cullum or the WSB. The real threat is the journalist in the wheelchair who is quietly stretching his fingers and committing every word they say to memory.